What's up guys, welcome back to another video. And in this video, you probably read the title of this video. We are going to be talking about Firestore CRUD. So CRUD stands for create, read, update and delete, for those who don't know. And for those who don't know what Firestore is an excellent product from, it's part of the Firebase product from Google, guys. It's like a cloud-based storage system wherein your data is stored as documents and then those documents are grouped in the form of collections. It enables for easy access, that is retrieval of documents, like a real-time database available on the cloud. So why am I talking about this in a Flutter video, right? That might be your next question. Flutter, generally app development involves two phases, guys. Okay, two main components. One is the front-end stuff that you see, that the user sees, the end user sees. He actually interacts with the application, saves, signs up for the application, saves some data onto the application and all that. The other one is the behind the scenes stuff that the user doesn't see. The authentication logic, the business logic of the application, storing and retrieving data, manipulating the data before showing it to the user and all that. So if I want to take you along the path of app development, which I have been saying for the past few videos, then I should automatically introduce all these behind the scenes stuff that we'll be doing as well, right? The business logic stuff that we'll be doing as well. So the main component for business logic is a database. Literally everyone needs a storage system wherein he can store the data from the user, right? Generally he can store the data. So Firestore is an excellent real-time storage system that I have been using for the past few years, and I thought I'll introduce that as well to you guys, so that you can use this in conjunction with your Flutter applications to build real-world applications. So enough talk about that. Let's get started. As you can see here, I have created a new Flutter application and then done some basic login activities as well. For those who don't know, kindly watch the Flutter authentication video wherein I show how to authenticate your users using an email and password, because that's what I have done here in the login page. I'm simply getting the email and password and authenticating that particular user into the dashboard page. Okay, the dashboard page is the actual page where we'll be trying to get some data from the user and store it on Firestore. That's the basic thing that we'll be doing in this video. Okay, getting data and storing it or retrieving data from the database and showing it to the user, all these we can broadly classify as services, right? Broadly classify under services. So I'll go ahead and create a folder called services, and inside this folder I'll create a file, maybe crud.dat. Okay, this is a new service, right? So we'll be writing code for all these operations, the logical operations inside this particular service. And then we'll be making use of the methods written here inside our Dart files, this dashboard.dart, to perform a simple write operation into your database. And before all this, I need to also say about this Cloud Firestore plugin that I've installed here. Kindly go ahead and install this as well. Alright, let's get started, guys. First, what I'll do is in the dashboard.dart page, I have an on-press method. I have a button on the app bar. Okay, a simple button. Let's wire this up to some logic. So what I'll be doing is upon tapping this button, the user will see a dialog. Okay, add dialog, and inside this dialog I'll get data from the user. Now I have already explained how to create a dialog in a clear way in my lists and dialogs video. Kindly watch that if you want to know more about creating basic dialogues. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and create a simple add dialog. Okay, add dialog, and I'll have a couple of fields in it in which the user can add his data. String car model, string color, or car color. Okay, I have a couple of fields here, and what I'll do is I'll go ahead and create the dialog. I'll actually have some code for the dialog which I'll paste it here so that we can save a bit of time. Cool, right? Now we have an add dialog that has a couple of text fields, and what else? It also has a flat button that upon tapping it will trigger this add data function present inside the CRUD service that we are going to be writing now. And it, once this is done, it displays another dialog that will say yeah, data is added now. So let me finish that dialog as well before moving on to write the actual business logic. Okay, this is done as well. This dialog is simply for showing the user that the job is now done. You can even do a snack bar. Now that I think about it, a snack bar would be a more appropriate way of showing that the data has been added, right? Anyway, that depends on your own taste, guys. So I have a simple dialog saying all right. I mean saying the data has been added, and I have a button called all right. Yeah, so we'll just go ahead and do this now. CRUD object, I didn't create it, right? I'll finish off that business service and then come here. Let's start with imports cloud Firestore and class CRUD methods. Inside this I'll do a method for checking whether the user is logged in. If firebase auth dot instance dot current user not equals null, then return true, and else return false. Okay, this is for checking whether a user is logged in. And okay, this method is done. Now we'll do one for adding data. I'll show you a simple way, and then I'll show you another way using which you can add data to the Firestore collection through a transaction. Okay, I'll show you the simple way first. Okay, future void add data async, and future we need to add an import, I think. Yeah, import. And add data, we need some data, right? Car data. Okay, and what else? If is logged in, then Firestore dot instance dot collection test CRUD. Okay, dot add car data dot, then we actually don't need to do anything in this thing. All right, now you understand what's happening here, right? I'm simply adding whatever data I receive here into this collection, just throwing it in. Okay, and the name of the collection is test CRUD. Okay, now that this is done, we just need to do the else part as well. Else print you need to be logged in. Cool. Save this, get back to dashboard dot dot, and then import what was that? Services CRUD dot dot. Fine. And CRUD methods, right? CRUD methods, CRUD object equals new CRUD methods. Fine. Oh, here I'm. Now let's run this on an application and see what happens. I mean, on a mobile device and see what happens. All right. Now that I have the Now that I have the application open up on my screen, let's just go ahead and log in as a user. I forgot the users. We'll just do this raja@r.com. I'm tapping on login, and it just logged in. Now let's just go ahead and try adding some data into this particular Firestore collection. What was the collection name? Some car something. No, CRUD something. Okay. the dialog occupies the full screen, right? Probably should have used a container, but that's not the focus of the video. I'll fix it later. I'll just enter a car now. Bentley. Color I'll just give black. Oh, okay. Once I tap on add, it automatically says job done, added, right? I'll tap on all right to dismiss this dialog. Now if I just refresh this, wow, you can see that a new collection called test CRUD has been added, and our car name along with the color is given here. This car name and color, it's from the code that I used while entering. I'll show it to you guys. I'll show it to you in a bit. I'll just add one more car from here and then show it to you. I don't know what car should we do. Jaguar blue. Add it. All right, as you can see, it got added here in real time, Jaguar blue. Now let's get back to the code. I'll show you the code. As I was saying, the names of the fields, what was that? Car name and color, the field names, right? Those two come from here, the area where I actually add this data. This is the data, the object that I am pushing to add here, right? It will be received as car data, and that will get added into the Firestore collection as a document. So that's the document that's getting added here, right? So this is how you do a simple add operation in your Firestore database, guys, data store. Next we will see how to retrieve this data and display it to the user. For now we have just added a couple of documents, right? How do we retrieve this data and throw it up in front of the user? For that, all we need to do is we'll write another method. We'll do get data. Okay, inside this what I'll do is return await firestore dot instance dot collection, what was that, test CRUD dot get documents. It will retrieve all the documents and then give it to us. So what I'll do here is get back into dashboard dot, and here upon entering this I'll simply throw up everything. Okay, I'll do an override void init state. Inside this I'll do CRUD object, right? CRUD object dot get data dot then get data dot then results. We need to store these results in a specific, that will be a query snapshot, right? Fine. I am simply using this get data and then trying to get the results and storing them in a query snapshot. This is now what I'll do is inside this I'll go ahead and write a list builder. Instead of the center, I'll create a, okay, this will be a separate widget. And inside this I'll simply do if cars not equals null, return list view dot builder item count cars dot documents dot length and padding edge insets dot all 5.0 and item builder context, and I'll have an index. This will be a function, right? Yeah. Return new list tile. List tile is the actual single item present in the list of items. Return new list tile. Inside this I'll simply do a title. Title will be new text cars dot documents of I dot data of what was it, car name, right? Car name. This will be the title, and similarly subtitle will be text cars dot documents of I, once again I dot data of what was that, color. Cool. Oh, else part we didn't do this right. Else simply display a text, return text loading cool, right? Now let's you understand what I have done here, right? I have simply created a get data. This will return a return documents, a list of documents, and then inside this dashboard what I'm doing is I'm overriding the init state to get the documents whenever the app gets loaded. But that is an asynchronous operation, right? So it might take a bit of time and our app will throw an error before that. So what I'm doing is I'm checking here whether the query snapshot is null or not. If it's null, I'm simply saying loading, please wait. If it's not null, it won't be null forever because I'm using a set state here, right? So once the results are obtained, it will simply set it to the query snapshot we have here, and it will also set the state, reset the state. So what I'll do is this cars won't be null now, and this will execute. Here I simply have a list view builder wherein I display the car name and car color. That's it. Cool, right? Let's run this and see what happens. Alright, I tapped on the login, loading, please wait, and we have both our cars displayed here, right? So this is how you access data, read data from the Firestore collection, guys. Now you might ask me, if I add a new car, will it get shown in real time? Let's try that out. Aston. Fine, it got added, right? But as you can see here, it didn't get displayed in real time. But here in our database, Aston Martin and green got added here, right? So to make this, how to make this available on our screen as well as of now, we'll write some, we'll modify, we'll tweak our code a little bit to make it work. Now to reload, I'll simply add a reload functionality, guys. That's it. Nothing fancy in this. Okay. Refresh. And here I'll simply get the data once again. Cool, right? As usual, my alignment will get all messed up and I have to simply push everything. Okay. Now that this is done, I can simply tap on this reload button to reload this entire list. I'll get back to CRUD.dart, and I told you that I'll show you another method to add data into this particular Firestore collection using transactions, right? I'll show you that as well so that you guys could have an idea of that as well. So here, instead of doing, this is the simple way, guys. Any way works, whichever suits you, you do it, it's fine. But I'll show you the other way as well. So instead of this, you can simply run transactions, guys. Firestore dot transactions provide, like if you are receiving like hundreds of thousands of requests per minute or every half a minute, then using a transaction would make more sense. That is when you are scaling up your application from a MVP level to a large scale application level. That's when you go for transactions. Okay, instance dot run transaction, and here you just give transaction CRUD transaction. This is a function, sorry, this is a function, entirely a function. Fine. Here what you need to do is get the reference of that particular await. Wait, I'll show you. Await. Sorry, I messed up the whole thing. This is what you need to await for. Wait, sorry. Once this is done, you can simply make use of the reference dot add car data. Cool, right? Now this entire thing will run as a transaction. All right, now that we have added a reload functionality and as well we are running this add operation as a transaction, let's test it out. All right, okay, it loaded 3 results, right? Bentley, Jaguar and Aston Martin. Let's go ahead and add a new car to this. Rolls Royce. Color would be white. All right, it's added now, and here as well you can see that it got added, right? Rolls Royce white, but it didn't get displayed here. Let's just tap on refresh and you can see that Rolls Royce got added here as well. So yeah, now you saw the reload functionality as well, but you guys might ask me, all right, this is all fine, what is there any way to load the return results in real time? That is, as soon as we add Rolls Royce, it should get loaded into the list as well, right? Is there any way to do that? You might ask me that. The ideal way to do that would be to use streams. Streams are nothing but values arriving over a period of time, continuous values arriving over. It's like a stream of water. You say it's a stream of water, right? Similarly, when water flows, you say it's a stream of water. Similarly, when data arrives over a period of time, you call it a stream. Streams can be used for this particular purpose, to give the user a real-time feel of data getting updated in his list. I'll show all those in the next video, guys. Already I think this video is too long, so kindly, this is what I wanted to show you guys today. Kindly hit the like button if you really like this video. Subscribe to my channel and click on the notifications button to watch more cool, to watch the continuation of this video, and to watch more cool stuff like this. And I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.